Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening to all participants. This evening we have special event for all. We call this event Electrical and Computer Engineering Distinguished Lecture Series. Please introduce my name Tulis Tekno. I am Head of Master Program of Electrical Engineering, Faculty of Industrial Engineering, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan from Yogyakarta, Indonesia. I would like our thank to all organizers, speakers, and also all participants. For your information, this event is organized by Master Program of Electrical Engineering, Universitas Ahmad Dahlan, and supported by Electronic System Power Electronic Research Group. This evening, we have two distinguished keynote speakers. First speaker, Professor Manit Bharat from Reva University, Bangalore, India. And second distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vorapoj, Patanavijit. In this opportunity, I would like our gratitude to all distinguished keynote speaker, to all participants. Professor Mani Bharat from Reva University in this event will deliver his current research about Jesus inverter technology, especially for application in electrical vehicle and hybrid electrical vehicle. And second distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Dr. Vorapoj Patanavijit, he will deliver his current research in area of computer vision, especially about interactive mean filter. Today presentation will be moderated by Yulia Mega. So let us together to listen their presentation.
Okay, let's move to this session with the topic computer vision to Mr. Professor Dr. Vorapoj Patanavijit. The floor is yours.
Okay, it's about my research work. It's about image processing and the computer vision. Okay, this a comprehensive achievements investigation of the iterative mean filter for Outlier Extinguish Aspiration on the Ubiquitous fixed values Impulsive noise. This work is work with by my sister and my corporate. Okay, my name is Associate Professor Dr. Vorapoj Patanavijit. Okay, from the Thailand. Okay, and another one is Assistant Professor Dr. Kornkamon. Okay, the Suvanan from the same university. Okay, the first one is about the abstraction. Under the Commonwealth of the Outlier Extinguish Inspection, exclusively on the impulsive outlier, the Outlier Extinguish algorithm is a substantial step which is earlier performed prior further computer vision step. Thereupon, the iterative mean filter is inaugurated for the fixed value impulsive noise and grows into the one of the superior achievements Outlier Extinguish algorithms. These academic articles focus to investigate the cooperative achievement of the Outlier Extinguish algorithm established on the IMF is inaugurated from the means filters for carry out the poor achievements of the Outlier Extinguish algorithm, such as the SMS, MF, and the AMF for the FVIN at the omnipresent scattering of the outlier consistencies from the 9% to 5% to 90%. The analytical experiments comprehensively explore on the multiple figures in the apparent F-16s, the gold, the arena, and the paper that are inspected in order to analyze the correlative achievement of an outlier extinguish algorithm established on the IMF. In contrast with the affordable says, outlier extinguish algorithms SMS, MF, and AMF. The outlier extinguish algorithm based on the IMF have the superior achievement from the experimental result. This lecture is separated into the 5 sections. The first one is the introduction and present about the reviews literatures. The second one is about the concept of the modern outlier extinguish algorithms. The third one is the concept of the novel iterative mean filters. And the next is the experimental result. And the last one is the conclusion. The first one is the introduction. So why the denoising or the way to reduce the noise is very important. Under the Commonwealth of the digital image processing and the computer vision, there are bountiful ongoing utilization on the digital figures or the digital image in the last 20 years. Thereupon, one of the substantial steps for ongoing computer vision utilization, for instance, the several frame super resolution or the single frame super resolution, the face categorization or the recognition, and so on, is the outlier extinguish algorithm because the advanced or the progressed digital image processing algorithm are naturally the deficiencies to the outlier. Under the circumstance, the outlier extinguish algorithm is one of the substantial steps for ongoing the computer vision utilization upon. Thereupon, there are bountiful invention for desiring proficient outlier extinguish algorithm, which early in is made from the outlier detection algorithm and the outlier extinguish algorithm. The first one is in the 1975, the standard medium filter or the SMS was earlier inaugurated for extinguish FVIN, and the next has been grown into the one of the superior achievement of the outlier extinguish algorithm. In order to extinguish FVIN on the color filter, the VMF or the vectors median filters, which is inaugurated from the ordinary SMS, was proposed to be one of the classics outlier distinguish algorithm for colors image. After the AMF or the adaptive median filters, which was extended from the SMS with an expanding progressive window, was inaugurated to be an outlier extinguish algorithm for the FVINs in the 1994, and the next has been prospects to be one of the classics outlier extinguish algorithm with the superior achievement. In the 2017, the outlier extinguish algorithm established on the boards a value limitation cast extinguish and the swarm argumentation was inaccurate for engaging the colors image. For which self-moving electronics abatements examination algorithm established on the SVM's descriptions for the MRI's brain figures was inaccurate in the 2017. Later, the outlier extinguish algorithm based on the outlier's regularity estimations by restricted area statistics was inaccurate for the digital image in the 2016 and in the 2018. The outlier's extinguish algorithm established on the phosphorus filtering techniques was subsequently inaccurate for the colorless figures. Succeedingly, the alternative outlier extinguish algorithms based on the combination of the window filter and the Gaussian filters was analyzed. Its achievement by fluctuating the kernel specification is in the 2019 and after. the Outlier Extinguish algorithms established on the filtering techniques was analyzed. Its achievement in the medical figures or the medical image in the 2019. The bountiful Outlier Extinguish algorithms established on the particular techniques are inspected and correlated analyzed on the many Outlier Extinguish perspectives by the balance in the 2019. Okay, and since the 2020, then alternatives Outlier Extinguish algorithm based on the compartmental wavelength techniques, with this expanding from the high wavelength as the compartments ordered by a low pass filter, generalizations with the compartment delay operation was inaugurated. For employing on the underwater acoustics Outlier, the Outlier Extinguish algorithms established on the discrete wavelength transform with the Outlier consistencies assessment was inaugurated in the 2020. This is about some part of the literature review read to the concept of the modern Outlier Extinguish algorithm. The bountiful ongoing Outlier Extinguish algorithms, which was generally invented for the Outlier detection and the Outlier extinguish, has been inaugurated as the successor. In the 2017, the Outlier Extinguish algorithms established on and in cross statistics techniques was inaugurated for extinguishing and impulsive noise. For then scattering consistencies of the FVIN and alternative Outlier Extinguish algorithms, so-called adaptive decisions based inverse distance weight interpolation or DWI algorithms, which was inaugurated by Kisorat Baspu in the 2017, was analyzed. Its achievement upon the around omnipresent scattering on the FVIN in the 2019. And in the same year, the bountiful ongoing the Outlier Extinguish algorithm established on the road techniques ROAD and RORD are correlatively analyzed for perceiving the impulsive noise, our impulsive outlier. As following the Outlier Extinguish algorithm established on the triple threshold statistical detection technique was inaugurated for FVIN in 2018. Afterwards, the Outlier algorithm established on the IMF, which was expanding from the traditional SMF techniques earlier, is expanded from the FVIN at a high density in the 2019, and this algorithm can produce the superior achievement. As a result, this academic article addressed to inspect the Outlier Extinguish approach established on the IMF, which is employed on the range of the noise, okay, on the bountiful image, which are unified on the F16, arena, and the paper. The concept of the novel iterative mean filters. The virtual expectation of the IMF is inaugurated from the mean filter because the mean filter have the superior achievement for the low scatterings of the outlier consistencies or at the low noise rate. Okay. Furthermore, it is a simple complication. Whereas the mean MF occupy a non-expanding progress window in contrast with the expanding progress window filters such as the adaptive median filters or the modified decisions-based interim median filter or the noise adaptive foxes switching median filters. To necessarily prospect IMF area the IMF occupied the dominance of the means filters and a non-expanding progress window at only 3 by 3. In due course, IMF reinforces the dominance with the non-expanding progress window in contrast with expanding the progress window filter. In the earlier step, the enumerated figure information is cataloged as the identified outlier information and the hypothesis that the figure information only 0 or the mean or the max, okay, 0 or 255 should be about the noises, okay, pixels, and the enumerated figures information are cataloged as the non-outlier information. In the later step, only in the in the noises or the identified outlier information are exploited by arranging and non-expanding progress window to be by 3 by 3, as shown you in this flowchart. Okay. In the window 3 by 3, there are any enumerated figures information that is cataloged as an identified non-outlier information. Thereby, the outlier extinguished output is the statistical mean of every non-outlier information in the non-expanding progress window. If every pixel or every figure information in a non-expanding progress window are outlier, then the enumerated figure information is not revised or the process don't do anything. In the final step, the enumerator step will progress to the early step until the enumerated figure information after enumerations are merely indistinguishable to the enumerated figure information before enumeration. The complementary computational blueprint of the iterative mean filter is operated in this figure. The next one is the experimental result. We will show so many experimental results. In the branch of the experiment, the productivity software is the MATLAB, which is built on the experimental of the body foods desktop, with the applicant's technique is about the i7 at the 16 and the 16 GB RAM. The particular desktop are examined on the body food figures, which are composed of the F16 scale, RINA, and the paper, and all experimental figures are manufactured with the FVIN at the omnipresent scattering of the outlier consistency from 5% to 90%, and for outlier extinguish aspiration, omnipresent scattering of the outlier consistency, experimental fallout of the achievement of the IMF on the body food figures from 4 images are examined in the table 1, 2, 3, and 4 correspondingly. In order to decorate the outlier extinguish achievement, the IMF was exemplified in contrast with the body food outlier extinguish algorithms such as SMF, MF, and adaptive median filters. The first one is the F16 as the result of the F16 figure that show you in the table 1. The widespread outlier extinguish achievement of the IMF have a preferable signal to noise ratio in the decibel is a greater contrast with the mean filter, median filter, and the adaptive median filter is about, okay, 18 dB, 14 dB, and about X dB correspondingly. And we will show you only some part. This is if the noise is about 70%, okay, the real figures that we can construct show you in here from the figure quality perspective. The experimental story explore the section experimental result of the F16 for 70% in here. The first one is the original image, okay? The A2 is about the noises, okay? The top one is the noisy, and the bottom one is about the contrast between the noise and the original one. It means the more black is good to recover. It means no difference between the restoration image and the original one. Okay, from here, the mean filter is about the noisy image is about the quality of them is PSNI is about 7 dB, and for the mean filter is only 10 dB. The median filter is 10.2, and adaptive median filter is 17 dB, and for the IMF, okay, is about 20x dB. The next one is for the F16 at about 80%. Okay, the the noisy image is about 6 dB. It's the mean filter after recovering is about 8 dB. The median filter is about 10 dB, and adaptive median filter is about 16 dB, and the IMF is about 26 dB. The quality of them, you see that is can clean almost all, even though the edge of the image may be destroyed a little bit, but you see that in the noisy image we cannot see anything in the pictures, but after we restore, we can see it's a print, even though it's not sharp. It's not the quality of them is not good as the original image. The last one, if the noise is up to 90 dB, yeah, is 90%. Sorry, the noisy image is okay. The PSNI is only reduced to be 6 dB. Okay. The noisy image, we cannot see anything in here, okay? The mean filter is cannot reconstruct them, okay? The PSNI is about 7 dB, okay? The median filter is about 9 dB, but the object, we cannot see anything yet, okay? For the AMF, adaptive median filter, we can see them, but a lot of the noise, okay? And for the IMFs, okay, it can improve the quality in both the subjective and the objective. The PSNI is increased up to 24 dB. The next one is about the curves as the result of the curves figure in the table 2. Okay, the widespread outlier extinguish achievement of the IMF have a preferable signal to noise ratio in the decibel is greater than mean filter, median filter, and the adaptive mean filters is about 22 dB, 16 dB, and 9 dB respectively. And the next one is for the RENAS figures in the table 3. The widespread outlier extinguish achievement of the IMF have the preferable signal to noise ratio in the decibel is greater than contrast with the mean filters, median filter, and the adaptive median filters capable of nearly 19 dB, 14 dB, and the 9 dB respectively. In here, we will show that, okay, in the first case for the airplane, we will show only in the high density noise. Now we show you in the real image when we reconstruct them in a very low density noise is about 5%. Even though at the noise at the low rate, okay, this technique have the outstanding performance. From the figure quality perspective, the experimental stories explore this section. Experimental result in the RENA is about 5% in here. The originals, okay, is at the in the A1. A2 is about the noises, is that a lot of the noise is about 5%, but we can still the image. Okay. For the mean filter cannot restore them well. It can restore them a little bit one. The PSNR of the noisy is about the 19 dB, and the PSNR of the mean filter can improve about the 22 dB. The median filter seem to be a little bit better, can improve the PSNR up to 31 dB, and the adaptive median filter can improve up to 36 dB, but for the iterative median filters can clean almost all. Therefore, the PSNR is improved up to 44 dB at about noisy at about 10%. At about 10%, okay, it's a lot of the noise, okay, than the previous case, okay. The PSNR of the noisy image is about 16 dB, and the mean filters, it can improve the quality of the image, can make the PSNR up to 19 dB, and the mean the median filter is about 30 dB. Adaptive median filter AMF is about 35 dB, and for IMF can improve the image up to 40 dB. Show you in here. Next one, if the noisy increasing, yeah, the noise increasing to be 15 density, okay, 15%. The noises image have the PSNR about 14 dB, and the mean filter can improve them, make them to be PSNR 17 dB. The median filters is can clean the noise wells and can improve up to 29 dB. AMF can improve that and increase to be 33 dB, but the IMF is the best one. It can improve the noise up to 30x dB. And for the next one is for if we increase, okay, the noise up to 20 dB. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Oh, okay, 3 cases. And for the next one is for the papers figures, okay, the last figure. In the table 4, the widespread outlier extinguish achievement of the IMF have the preferable signal to noise ratio in greater contrast with the mean filters, standard median filter, and the AMF, capable of nearly about the 19 dB, 14 dB, and the X dB correspondingly. For the last one, for the conclusion, this academic article focuses on the prospect of the correlative achievement of the outlier extinguish algorithms established on the IMF, which is inaugurated from the means filter for carrying out the poor achievement of the hypothesis outlier extinguish algorithm for FVIN at the omnipresent scattering of the outlier consistency from 5% to 90%, and for analyzing the correlative achievement of the outlier extinguish algorithm established of the IMF. The analytical experiment explored the bodyful figures that are unified from the F16 curve, RINA, and the paper. From the total experimental result, the achievement of the outlier extinguish from the IMF have preferable signal to noise ratio in the decibel in the outstanding greater than the SMF, MF, and the AMF. That is all. And the one last thing, this technique can apply on all image because this technique is not the training. It's don't use any training or the data sets. Okay, we can apply them very easy. Okay, the modern CPU, modern processor today can compile them, even though it's not perfectly real time, but I think it can very fast in the few seconds. Okay, that is all for my presentation. Any question?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Professor Dr. Vorapoj Patanavijit.
Yeah.
To participants, are there any question?
I understand that if the student maybe have not maybe not maybe afraid to ask. Okay, maybe send the email to ask me after that. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Some question.
In the meeting chat, there is questions from.
Yeah. Okay. I will share the screen with this question. Is okay. Some is asked that can video or audio files be processed using the iterative mean filters algorithm or not? Yes, the video can do them. Okay, but frame by frame. Okay, but for the audio is you must make sure that the noise in the audio is impulsive. Okay, if it impulsive, yes, you can use them. Okay, the next one is the state of art of the computer's vision employed by use the ML and the DL, since the Outlier Extinguish algorithm is aimed to improve the image quality by use. Okay, how common FVAN persistent? Oh, is the image usually is contaminated by several types of the noise. Okay, some is a Gaussian noise, some is the salt and the pepper or the FVAN noise, some is the random impulsive noise. After you know that, okay, you have the area of the research or area of interest. Okay, which noise you would like to clean, with noise you would like to compare to separate them. Okay, if it is a FVAN or the noise is the noise is if you ask me where is the noise, what about the cause of the noise? The noise is came from the several environments. Is maybe from the electronics, from the semiconductor technology, from the transmission, or so on, depend on. If the noise, I can tell you that if the noise is fixed value or the impulsive noise, yes, this technique can clean them. And the advantage of this is you can clean or you can separate them without training. It means you can use any image to clean, to be clean, sorry. Okay.
Okay, I think there are no more questions. To Mr. Professor Manisbara and Mr. Professor Dr. Vorapoj Patanavijit, thank you for sharing with us.
I would like to say,
And thank you for the participant for taking their time. I think that's all. Saya kembalikan lagi ke Pak Toleh. Pak Toleh.
Okay, thank you very much for everyone for attending this event. We apology for any convenience caused in this event because this event is firstly, I hope this event will be continue in the future. For second distinguished lecture series will be organized the day up to tomorrow. Okay, thank you very much for Prof. Vorapoj and also Prof. Manis and all participants. Thank you very much. Cukup mungkin Julia bisa ditutup acaranya.
thank you everyone.
Baik.
Yeah, for your okay. Other information. For your information, two paper presented in this event will be published in our journal, Bulletin of Electrical Engineering. And for PowerPoint will be shared in our website. Oke, thank you. Silakan ditutup, Yulia.
Baiklah, kita akhiri teman-teman dan rekan-rekan sekalian dengan mengucapkan alhamdulillah bersama-sama.
Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Oke.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.